funny. I saw someone I know who I helped. They had their notes listed for sale, and it was like asking however much or best offer. And like I did his like how much he was asking. He was like willing to give the investor like a 13% yield or something. And I was like, dude, you could. I'm not even sure the house guys are getting that. Like that's like you buy a house note and a way more secured performing asset with improvements. So I've sold some recently at 18%. I sold a couple recently at 20% yield to the investors. Worked out to be like 65 cents on the dollar. It was more like a deserty parcel with no improvements.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Neither of us has done a lot of selling of notes on the secondary market, but it's certainly
I would say it's easy when you're like, if you just want to sell like a $50,000 note or a $200,000 note, like you can easily pull that off. But like, to I guess Mason's question, like operating at scale, whether it's like a giant chunk of like 5 million, $10 million worth of notes, $50 million worth of notes, like I could be wrong, but I'm not aware of like anyone's, whether it's like your Eddie Speed Colonial Funding Group or some of these larger investment groups that buy notes. I don't know that they could handle even 10 million like buying a portfolio. Like I could be wrong, but I think, when you get to that size scale, you really have to look into like either like private equity type sources, like, or banks. But the one-offs are pretty easy. You're just going to have to worry about the discount that they're trying to hit you with.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say or a family office, but you mentioned private equity there.